Welcome. I'm Rouse, and this is the JustRouseIt network of awesome resources for doing fabulous things made with balloons to enrich lives. Today we're going to continue our series of lessons intended to help you better choose and use balloon grids, along with your balloons, to do those fabulous things to enrich the lives of those around you. We call this series Things Mother Never Taught You About Balloon Grids. And one of the things that Mother never taught you, and you probably didn't learn anywhere else, is the dramatic difference that can exist between one set of balloon grids and another when it comes to weight. In other words, pound for pound, how much can you get out of your frameworks? Well, let's take a look. Let's weigh in some of these frameworks that are out there and see just how much difference there can be. We'll start with the Schistmus design system. These SDS 2x4 foot panels were for many years the standard of the balloon industry and were distributed by Pioneer Balloon Company. These weigh in at about 6.5 pounds. That means you get about 1 1/4 square feet of display for every pound of framework. Well, if we take another option and look at 11 of these 12-inch squares that are a do-it-yourself framework, that is, you can make these from materials you can pick up at the local building supply store and do it yourself. These weigh in at 3 pounds. That means you get 3 2/3 square feet of display for 1 pound of framework. However, the new system that Pioneer carries are these called grids, G-R-I-D-Z. And these are lighter weight plastic. They're 12-inch squares. 11 of these weigh in at just 1 pound. Now that's significantly better, dramatically better than the original SDS. On the other hand, that seems small when compared to an expand and load system that we have an example of here. These are Rouse matrix builders. Each one of these 6 panels expands to 3 by 6 feet, giving you a total of 108 square feet of display for 1 pound of framework. Now that is an awesome resource when it comes to things for building fabulous decorations made with balloons. But suppose we turn this around. Suppose ordinarily we face a job and we want to put up decorations, and how much are we going to have to haul around and move to do that job? Well, we're going to pick a number that's maybe represent a relatively large job for a lot of people. We're going to say 324 square feet. That's like 3 9 by 12 foot panels of display for backdrops that we might have going. Well, we can tell from what we've seen before, it'll take 3 pounds of the Rouse matrix to do that job. If we go back to the grids, these 12-inch squares, then it's going to take 30 pounds of frameworks to do the job. If we move up to the metal frames, that are do-it-yourself version, it's going to take 88 pounds of framework to do the job. And if we go all the way back to the original Schistmus design system, it's going to take a whopping 260 pounds of framework we're going to have to haul around to do that job. Now these numbers make it pretty clear that the expand and load approach gives you far better results pound for pound than the standard rigid frameworks do. And it seems like it's an obvious choice, and it certainly is a good one based on the weight. But that's not the only criterion that's important when you go to choose what you need for a particular job or for your business overall. So do join us again, because we're going to bring out more lessons from things Mother never taught you about balloon grids, and each one is going to help you to be equipped to better choose and use balloon grids to produce those fabulous things that will enrich lives for you and those around you. And so, by the way, thanks for joining me today. Do come again. It's been so wonderful having you here.